Yeah, lying with your singer songs, stuff like that. But
It is Monday, January the 27th, 2025. I am James. You are you. We are here for another late night on Twitch. Now, back in the day, I would say whether you're watching in your living room, in your bedroom, in the bathroom, ever since things have taken a turn for the later, I'm all about whether you're watching in a seedy motel, whether you're watching in a heart-shaped hot tub, whether you're watching on your phone behind a back alley while someone does something you paid for them to do to you. We are here live and in living color every single Monday at 9 p.m. live on Twitch. And I could not be more excited to be here every single Monday live at 9 p.m. right here on Twitch. Of course, it's the show that won't go away as we inch and scratch and crawl towards the 5-year anniversary. And I don't know if at this point the show's ever been worse. But we've got a real dilly of a pickle tonight, so much so that you're going to need help opening the jar. But once you hear that and you grab one of those pickles and you take a crunchy bite, don't worry. Don't worry. The flavor burst is just brine, and it might activate some of the taste buds over here, over here, over here, down here. But once your mouth gets acclimated to it, you are going to know that tonight's show, just like all of the shows, is just like a very sour dill pickle. It's an acquired flavor. Let's get the show on the road. Let's welcome the one and the only, God, I hope the only, Dave Kaufman to the program. Dave, quite a background you've got. Is it representative of you and I?
Yeah. Well, it's a big weekend, James.
It is a big weekend. Would you like to tell people why?
Well, it's one of the probably the second biggest wrestling event of the year. Is that true?
To some, it might be the third. To me, it's the second. Sometimes it feels like the first.
What's the second to some?
Probably SummerSlam.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
I'm a
cares?
Rumble guy. I'm a Rumble guy, and nothing excites me quite like the Royal Rumble. And right now, you've got the Macho Man Randy Savage. He never won a Royal Rumble. You've got Hulk Hogan, the
Well, there's still
Immortal.
time.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we'll move on to that later. We'll talk about off air. I don't want to break your heart. You got Hulk Hogan, a two-time Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's the Royal Rumble this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're going to be coming to my house to watch, and I will be using your Netflix account to watch it with you.
That's right. And normally I'm not a huge wrestlehead, but I like the Rumble. It's fun.
Yeah,
All
we
these
gamble on it. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, exactly. So this is sort of in celebration of what's to come.
And I'm hoping at the end of the night I win the pot of money so I can go, ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. Because then I'd go, brother.
Wow, so you'd win and just exclaim,
Yeah,
brother.
because I don't have a brother.
Hey, your Hulk Hogan impersonation stinks.
Hey, stinks so good.
Let's get into it. The show, 5 minutes old, but we began at about quarter past the hour.
Oh yeah.
Every week it's the same thing. I look at my clock, I go, oh, this is great. There's still so much time for the show. I can hang out. Then once 9:30 hits, my desire plummets.
Yeah, you turn
And then
into
the show
a
starts, and I kind of get a second wave, but then I'm like, this is really late.
well, how old are you, James? 20, 22?
Yeah, I just turned 22 last year.
Yeah, so you go out all night. A
Oh
young
yeah, I go out
strapping
all night
gentleman
and I
like
party
yourself.
every day. And that's the thing, it's really encroaching on my party time. The Monday party scene is really something to regale.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think you mean, ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Brother.
Coming in from the chat, we've got Marlena Moore, rock star, resident guest on the show.
Just
Let's
dropped
go,
an
Kings.
album, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
released. Had a concert this past Friday to commemorate it. I was there, you were not.
I couldn't make it because I had well, I'm not allowed to say that I have a family on the show anymore because apparently my family
Makes you less desirable.
it makes me less desirable to the audience, so I mask
You had a
it
date.
in describing describing it as though I were actually dating a young woman.
Yeah, multiple people at once,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
younger than the last.
So I don't have a family. I've just got a bunch of ladies in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well,
And
that's
so
great.
I had to spend
Uh,
time with the ladies while Marlena was having a concert.
well, I was there. It was great. Congrats to Marlena, as mentioned, a regular contributor to the show. But right now, there are no contributors because I've banned every guest in the month of December.
Yeah, it's interesting, James. I feel like I'm a bit concerned.
Why is that?
I feel like I might run out of things to talk about.
You can't just go?
I can go.
Yeah, right.
I can go. Challenge me. I'll go on anything.
Well, luckily, neither of us need to go
Okay.
because tonight is the first ever Ask Us Anything. I was hoping to receive a series of, meaningful questions,
Mm-hmm.
people wanting advice, same old crap that always gets sent in. But I literally just received one.
Okay.
This is not a lie. None of the questions on this show are doctored by hand to God. You ready for this one, or I'm going to kick it off hot?
Kick it off hot. I'm excited to give some advice to some viewers because I feel like I'm a pretty
Well, it's not,
knowledgeable
it's not
guy.
an advice episode. In fact, no one is asking for, or no, there's one advice question. It's just a bunch of crummy questions. But this one, I didn't even have time to add it to my document. This is fresh off of the notifications on Instagram in which I source these questions. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Once again, completely authentic quote. Is it true Dimitri Kirez was at the Diddy parties?
That's a great question. James, you were there. You know, was he there?
Well, yeah, I was there to make sure that nothing bad happened.
Right, but you failed
That's why I had to
miserably.
get Dimitri out of there.
You failed
That's why I had
miserably.
no. Let's call it as it is.
Okay.
I wasn't there. Dimitri was.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Yes.
Dimitri was definitely there.
Yeah.
At least according to FBI reports.
Yeah. I'd like to think that he's our Diddy.
In what way, James?
Dave, it's very important to freak off,
Yeah.
right?
Freak off or die.
Wow, yours sounded more like a rabbi.
You know, remember Diddy's umbrella guy?
No.
He had a guy who became famous just for holding Diddy's umbrella and had his own reality TV show. And his name
Is this
was
true?
Farnsworth Bennington.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
good friends
Guess
with
what?
Dimitri.
He sucks too.
Yeah, yeah.
This has become an ongoing theme on the show since I've banned every guest. Is that I declare who sucks and who doesn't.
You should have a calendar. You should release a calendar of the sucker of the month.
Wow. So every month it's a different person that sucks.
Yeah, a little like a centerfold shot of the person.
Okay, now the Macho Man, he doesn't suck.
No.
Hulk Hogan, huge part of my childhood. Unfortunately, he sucks.
Yeah. What year do you think he started sucking?
Probably during his racially insensitive sex tape.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the tape. It switched.
Yeah, it took a turn, although there is a great moment in his sex tape where he's done having sexual intercourse. His phone rings and he tells the woman that he just had sex with, "Oh, hold on, it might be my daughter." Which is a good thing to do if you're a parent, like my kids might be checking in. Then he looks at the phone, you see it on camera. He goes, "Oh, no. F no." And then he puts the phone down.
Yeah, that actually
He
made
he uses the full curse. I try not to curse on the show.
the decade's greatest moment in sex tapes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the
look,
Tarzan Dan list.
none of them are good.
What, sex tape moments?
Yeah, celeb sex tapes.
I haven't seen too many of them.
You?
Yeah, I know, shocking.
Yeah, right.
I saw, what did I say? I saw I was gonna say Tommy Lee Jones, but that's not right.
I hope not.
Yeah,
You could pass as a young Tommy Lee Jones.
that's a compliment, I think.
Yeah.
He's a dashing guy.
Yeah.
He's not? Kind of has a bit of a fucked up face.
Now, are you talking about the Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson one?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that
I've
one.
never seen it. I've
Okay.
never seen it.
Yeah, you wouldn't intrude on other people's personal moments like that.
Now, you watch it. Did you like it?
It was interesting.
what about it was interesting?
Well,
I like there's
here's
a whole show of questions slated for tonight. And it's like we're gonna still end at 11. We haven't gotten to more than the Diddy one.
yeah, but who cares? Uh,
True, that's true. Yeah.
this is it was
You know what?
interesting.
We're not answering any questions tonight. It's off.
Well, it's on a boat, and it's like two people who are celebrities, and you're watching them kind of screw there.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
All
I mean,
right.
it's been a while since I've seen this thing, but
Well, maybe you should put an IMDb review for it.
well, who's to say I haven't?
All right. Well, let's get into the first question tonight. This is the only advice question we received. This comes from no, they're not a friend of the show. They're barely a friend. Last day of being 43 years old, what do you do? Well, I can't speak to this. I'm not 43.
You're not gonna say who it is? No.
They might be sensitive about their age.
Okay.
They've been on this show. They've been banned from the show.
Interesting. Interesting. Last day of 43. Well, that's not
Yeah, so this
exactly
person is this person's turning 44 tomorrow.
44 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They sent the question in around 6:30 at night, so by that point they've run out of time.
yeah, there's not much you can do, especially if we're giving the advice now. There's
Yeah.
not much you could do
No.
in an hour and a half.
No.
But 43 is not exactly. I feel like on 40, you sort of make amends with being an old piece of shit.
Hmm.
And then, like, 43, what's really the difference? Like,
Now, Dave, are you turning 38 this year or 39?
I'm 30. How old am I? I'm 39. So I'm turning 40 this year, or I'm
Wow. Okay,
38?
so you're going to have to make amends with being a POS.
Oh yeah, I've already started. I'm middle age. I'm becoming middle age that date. Am I turning? Yeah, I am turning 40. Uh, yeah. And it is what it is, man.
Okay, so well,
40 is the new
I spent
30.
your 39th birthday with you.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
As mentioned on the show, you weren't particularly interested in the gifts that I bought you, or the experiences rather. I'm
Um,
wondering if I whisk you away for your 40th birthday as well.
yeah, maybe. What are you gonna get me, James?
Probably something I like.
Yeah, probably. What would it be? Wrestling action figure, Vans cap.
That sounds awesome. The
Yeah.
action figures, maybe some retro ones, a new van, but it's hard to find ones that scratch my itch. So are we saying we have no advice for this 43-year-old?
I think just soldier on. Just treat it like any other day. I don't think you make a big deal of it. I don't even think you tell anyone it's your birthday because no one gives a shit that you're turning 43. I think that it's a non
44.
right 44. No one cared last year, and no one cares this year. Just know that you're older, wiser, and act a little cocky around people because of all the new information
I
you
look,
have.
I don't think this person looks a day over 53. Coming in from the chat, our friend Kathy Fagan writes, LOL, I think I know. She absolutely knows.
Which probably does.
Yeah. All right, we have no advice.
I gave
Live
advice. I gave
now.
advice.
Here's
Don't.
my advice. Live now, die later.
Yeah. Live, love,
Okay,
laugh.
Dave, next question. Chocolate bars and or treats that should have been discontinued instead of the cherry blossom. Now, I don't know if you heard about this. The famous cherry blossom, a dust collector on most candy shelves, has been discontinued. You're familiar with the cherry
I
blossom?
am. I don't think I've ever had one.
They suck.
Yeah, it sounds
Now,
like that's why I would never eat one. It looks like garbage.
yeah, this thing has been a source of conversation on this show a number of times, dating back to our Chalktober episode in 2021. One of the maybe my favorite episode of the show. You were not there for that, Dave. I'm sorry. Do you think that a different chocolate in its place should have been discontinued?
No, I think that was a really good selection. I would hope that my ladies never brought those kinds of cherry blossoms home. And
Well, they're pretty young. I don't think the cherry blossom is attractive to young ladies.
no,
You
it's not.
love young ladies.
Okay, easy, big fella.
Well, turning 40, you probably keep them around to stay young.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the
Sniffing
young
them
ladies really
underpants,
give me
right?
meaning in my life.
Sniffing them underpants.
Oh, James, come on now. That's
Well, you
inappropriate.
came out as an underpants sniffer a few weeks ago.
Sure, my own, or,
No, you talked about sniffing underpants of others.
well,
Let's call them family.
family to see if they're dirty. Yeah, we could put them
Yeah,
in the wash.
yeah.
I'm not going around going to the gym, sneaking into
You're not going to the
lockers.
gym.
So you know I'm telling the truth. Your Honor, I'm too fat to have done that
Well, I
crime.
didn't say that. I don't approve of that type of self hate.
Thank you.
I'll say this: when I saw that the cherry blossom was going out of style, I felt a little bad. I thought it has its place on the shelf.
You think so? What's next on the chopping block, you think?
I think it's the eat more.
The Eat More?
I love eat mores.
I
I
don't
think they're
think I've
great.
had one of those either, but they look good. What's in that?
It's a very chewy fudge and peanut bar.
That sounds awesome.
And I'm going to tell you what else I think is very much at risk.
What's that?
My favorite chocolate bar, the Big Turk.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
I'm Dave, I'm telling you,
You should stockpile them, and then you could sell them on eBay for like $100
when they are
each.
fresh, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, well, they're
Some
almost fresh at Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, great joke. Always fresh at Tim Hortons. God.
You know, like the saying.
Yeah. The one that they kind of don't really it's never always fresh at Tim Hortons. When was the last time you heard that?
I don't know, 95. Back
Wow.
when the Macho Man was power slamming.
No, 95 was not his heyday.
No, what was it, like 80, 88?
I would say the Macho Man's golden age was like 86 through 92,
He
which
must
is
be
a hell of a run.
he must be 40 by now for sure.
The Macho Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know about his comings and goings off air. Are we ready for the next question, Dave?
Can't wait.
Now,
Are you
this
ready
one
for
I
it?
saw, I'm 100% ready. Well,
Great.
maybe I'm not because I saw it. I was like, I don't know. Favorite childhood memory.
For who?
This was a nice personal one.
Okay.
Favorite childhood memory. Dave, you had a good childhood?
Yeah, I had a great childhood.
Well, I know that you, what was it in kindergarten or grade one? You changed schools because a kid was bullying you. Then when you got to the new school, the bully was there.
Yeah, he switched schools the same year as me.
Yeah. When you saw him, was that just a shocking moment for you?
Yeah, it was pretty shocking. This
What
the
did he
guy
do to bully you? What did
Danny
he do?
Diorio. We're I mean I haven't seen him in a bit, but we became friends since then. I remember one day on the schoolyard, he was trying to get a rise out of me, shoving me around, and he went to give me a big shove, and I stepped out of the way, and he slammed his head against a fence and got a nosebleed. That was cool.
Did it get a great reaction from the other kids?
Yeah, and then he started sucking blood in his mouth and trying to spit it at me.
Oh, great move. That's called the Dracula.
Yeah,
Danny Diorio.
yeah, Danny Diorio.
Is he like a realtor now? I can see the picture and the name on her real estate sign.
I don't think he's up to. I don't think he's up to that. I don't know what he's doing.
Probably too busy at home eating Oreos, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true. Never thought of that before.
You should have. Maybe he would have gone to the school and then you would have transferred and bullied him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, do you have any great childhood memories? Weren't you lit on fire at a birthday party by a magician?
It was a mad scientist. I had my mom threw me a mad science party, and yeah, they lit my ass on fire. And then I have this other memory as a child of I used to go to daycare at the YMCA, and there was this monkey bar set. And I remember my dad came to pick me up one time and just reached over the fence, grabbed me off the monkey bars, and pulled me off. And then
Now, knowing your dad in the limited capacity that I do, I can't picture that.
it's
I don't picture him having much strength.
it's interesting you say that because I went back to that Y and looked at the monkey bars, and they're like 10 feet away from the fence. So I made that whole thing up
Was
in
your
my
dad
head.
Elastic Man?
No, I made it up in my head. It's a fake memory.
Oh, so it's a fake memory that you've just shared.
Yeah, yeah. I had this memory in my head. Is like my first childhood memory, and it's totally fabricated, totally made up. I don't know why I developed that memory, but it's not real.
You know what I really loved when I was gifted a trampoline?
That's
That was
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a great what talking about it, I'm like, man, I remember trying to convince my family. I remember saying it's a great investment
Yeah,
because I'll
investment.
get exercise and
That's pretty smart.
we'll use it a lot.
Yeah. And
But
did
I
you?
look back now and when you're a kid, you see something that you want, you're like, wow, $200, 250 bucks. Then you become an adult and you're like, if I saw a trampoline now for 250 bucks, I'd be like, this is an amazing deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 250 was worth way more back then, but
It was, but I think even for a trampoline, like that's a big ticket. I bet a trampoline's 500 bucks now.
no, you can get one well, it depends what you're talking about. Are you talking about like a full trampoline?
I'm talking the big mamacita.
Oh wow, the big mamacita. That's a good deal.
Yeah. I used that thing until the day I moved.
Yeah. Did you ever do
A
flips?
long, long time ago, when I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. Wow.
Beautiful.
We'll take it, Dave. Next part.
Oh, I don't know the words.
And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance and maybe they'd be happy for a while. Go for it.
They started singing.
No, you left a whole part out.
Oh, what is it? Go for it.
February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. All right.
I couldn't
So
take one more step.
there we go. Why'd you do it? I couldn't take one more step.
Oh, that's what I was inspired to sing it as.
I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside.
The day the music died.
There we go. All right, that's enough of childhood
Tom
memories.
Petty.
Yeah, great Tom Petty song. So this is another interesting one, and I sent the sender a clarifying question.
We're zooming through these.
Now, there's more.
Okay,
We
great.
got a we got there's a load of questions.
Oh, big load, eh?
Sure is.
Wow. It's a lot for us to take in.
Now, I want to go back to something we talked about last week first. We were talking about Bob Dylan,
Hmm.
50th anniversary of Blood on the Tracks, and I told you about that video of Bob Dylan talking to a bunch of locals,
Yeah.
asking those kids, "Hey, you like Rat? Oh, you like Ozzy?" And then a bunch of people in the distance are talking. He goes, you want to come over here? Sure can, sure can. I can't get that part out of my brain. That's when I just said sure is. I immediately went back to that clip I saw of Robert Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was, well,
Sure can.
Chalamet was on SNL this week.
Yeah. You know what? I saw some clips. I thought he did a pretty good job.
I'm a fan now. I went into that movie thinking this guy is overrated. Everyone loves him. He's probably a POS. And then I watched the movie. I was like, I like this guy. I'm a POS
Yeah.
for thinking that.
Wow. Breaking news. Dave admits what we've all known. All right. So the next question, again, I asked a clarifying question. What is your favorite body part, but it's of your own body?
Okay.
Dave, what's your favorite? You look at the mirror and you
What's the
go,
clarifying question?
well, I had said, do you mean like when you're attracted to someone, you're like, oh, I love a nice set of legs. I love some earlobes. Give me that hair. I said, is it about someone else or is it about yourself? And they said, no, about yourself. So not a feature, but a body part. It
Okay.
sounds like a serial killer question.
Yeah, I want to
I
wear
said,
it.
I said, I said, this sounds like a creep question.
Yeah, it's like Silence of the Lambs. Put the lotion on your favorite body part.
I
Uh,
haven't seen it.
oh man, great movie. Won a bunch of Oscars. My,
Oh, I
my
didn't know it won an Oscar.
yeah, won multiple. Best director, best screenplay, best actor, best actress, best actor. He was only in it for like 15 minutes, and he won best actor.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well, I'm in a movie that's got Oscar consideration right now, so if
okay,
that movie wins, it's not going to end.
what's not gonna end?
I'm gonna be riding that
Yeah. Well, would
until
you win the Oscar?
no.
Okay.
But I can walk around telling people, hey, I was in an Oscar-winning film.
Yeah, you could. My
Watch
favorite
out.
body part of mine?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be this forehead.
Okay, so you like your
I
forehead.
got a great forehead.
All right.
What do you think?
Why?
What do you think?
I have no opinion on it. I mean, yeah, it's a forehead.
No blemishes. The skin quality there
Yeah, that's true. You're
is
a pretty unblemished guy.
skin quality there is great. The hairline's still pretty good, even though I'm pushing 40. And yeah, all around solid forehead. What about yourself, James?
I might go jawline, even though it's covered most of the time. Jawline,
Yeah,
chiseled. Oh yeah, it's very very angular. I've got one of those chin indents, which I think is on the masculine
you've
side.
got an ass chin,
No, it does. It's not. I can't remember the name of it. It's not a dimple. It's I don't know. I call it an indent.
like John Travolta.
I don't know. I don't. I've never seen any of his films, so I can't really
Never seen a
think.
single John Travolta film.
No, he sucks.
What about Pulp Fiction?
Oh, I saw that movie.
What
He's
about,
in that.
what about Get Shorty?
Never seen it. No, I saw Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Okay. What about Swordfish?
No, I've only seen Pulp Fiction of his.
Okay.
A lot of those actors, I've only seen one movie of
What do
theirs.
you mean those actors?
Like, like who's another one?
Tom
Tom Cruise.
Cruise.
Only seen one movie.
Which one?
Magnolia.
That's the Tom Cruise movie you've seen?
Yeah. Nick Cage. I've only seen
You
one.
only seen one Nick Cage movie?
Yep. And it was a couple years ago. And it
You're,
wasn't even my choice. I had to watch it.
you haven't seen The Rock? No, I know you haven't seen The Rock. Why am I even
No,
asking?
no. The Nick Cage movie I saw was Moonstruck.
What
It was
about
shared.
you should see
Should I?
what's the one where he plays Charlie Kaufman?
I don't even know what that is.
Adaptation. You should see Adaptation.
I don't want to.
Why? You don't even know what it's about.
Exactly.
All right.
Or I have nice legs. That I would say is the body part that I've been most complimented on by ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, get this, James.
Yeah.
When I was 18 years old,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
a fella came up to
Nice.
me and he said, "Hey, this is a muscular man. He was muscular." He said,
I like looking down at your forehead.
"Yeah, it's a nice forehead, right? You're seeing what I'm talking about now, eh?"
Yeah.
A muscular man came up to me and said, "Hey, you've got really nice calves."
Yeah, you got classic big tall guy calves.
I got a couple of BTGCs.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You want to check them out? I don't think I'm allowed to show them on Twitch. There's a no calves
Calves or I know
rule.
I think you can show calves.
I
Yeah,
don't think they updated their policies, their terms and
okay, well,
services.
sorry. We won't be able to show Dave's hot legs.
Yeah.
I love you, honey.
Let's just say I'm not the only macho man on my screen.
Yeah, you are not any of them, let alone the only one.
I'm also not the only Hulk
Oh yeah, you
Hogan.
and him share a lot of opinions.
No.
All right, next question. The best and worst
Next.
candle scent.
Okay. I feel like you must have a high opinion on this because you're a candle head.
Oh yeah, I'm a candle head.
It's like a church in your house.
Your wife has gifted me many scented candles framed of being this from me and David.
Yeah,
Clearly not from you whatsoever.
not true. I contribute to those. I'm there when we buy them.
Yeah, but you probably don't do any of the testing, smelling.
Not true. These are lies you're propagating, James.
Speaking of your wife, her mother, your mother-in-law,
One of my ladies.
another, yeah. Well, sometimes you like them a little bit older too.
I like all sorts of ladies.
Yeah, that lady is vintage.
Okay. I don't know about this.
Mm.
Go ahead.
I ran into her on the street. I was wearing shorts. She talked about how nice my legs were.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. I was like, oh, I'm going to get a stepdad
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a stepdad,
or whatever. Father-in-law.
a new father-in-law.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that movie never get made in the 90s? Like Adam Sandler, his
Se-
buddy becomes his father-in-law.
Yeah. Maybe it did. You probably didn't see it. You've only seen one movie of each actor.
Adam Sandler, I've seen many of his movies.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Like what?
Billy Madison, Airheads,
Seen
Happy
it.
Gilmore.
Is Airheads?
Yeah.
Is he one of the main? I haven't even seen that. I don't think.
Yeah, it stars Brendan Fraser,
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler, Michael Richards, Kathy Fagan, Little Nicky. Yeah, I've seen that movie too. A total piece of crap.
A POS.
Yeah. No, I said piece of crap. So Dave, I would say one of the best candle scents got to be Christmas tree for me.
Christmas tree's good. Yeah.
I had cherry blossom burning earlier today. It was awesome.
I've got a. This is on the negative side of the spectrum. I've got a pumpkin spice candle that I've been lighting
Oh, awful.
in my bathroom when things get a little bit stinky in there.
Now, what do you mean by that?
You know, sometimes you go to the bathroom.
Sometimes you?
And things, it's not just me. You know, everyone's got their own mess.
All right.
And
It's an
sometimes things get a little.
interesting mess.
Yeah. And sometimes things get a little stinky in there, and you
A
light a
little?
match or you light a candle afterwards.
You wouldn't let me use your bathroom without you going down there to do a sweep of the environment.
Yeah, I had to do a
Okay, so
radiation
let's just,
sweep.
yeah, okay, so you don't like the smell, so you light a candle in which you don't like the smell, which I imagine makes it worse.
Yeah, so I'm switching candles.
Fall can't, yeah, I think I heard you recently bought the new Domino's candle.
Yeah. It was $7.99 with the purchase of another candle.
That was awesome. Uh, Dave, that was very funny. I want to quickly chat about this past Friday. We both tried to be funny in front of an audience.
Funny guys.
Yeah, we tried to be funny. I thought the audience absolutely sucked. You know,
It's
I
the
try not.
audience's fault.
I no. Look, here's the deal. It's not always the audience's fault, but I after doing this for close to 15 years, and look, I've been in front of audiences as a whole for 22 years
Sure, yeah.
soon. You can feel when a crowd is going to be there or not. And sometimes the best you can hope for, oh, they had like a nice little time. Sometimes they just don't make noise. And that doesn't mean you're great and they suck, but sometimes I think a crowd, they possess qualities that when collectively shared don't create and make for a good environment. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, sure. When you put it that way, it's hard not to agree.
And then, and I'm going to put this out there, this is entirely on me. I started to test them.
Sure, yeah. You were doing a little bit of pushing.
They see me
An
trolling.
immovable object.
Yeah, an irresistible object meets an immovable force to the
Sure.
point that periodically you were the only person laughing at anything I was doing, and then I just pursued your laughs to the detriment of my own work.
Sure. Well, you were doing a lot of Costco guy material, and viewers of this show and other online shows, we
Or,
all love the
anyone
Costco
who
guys.
indulges social media.
Yeah. Costco guys, they're huge. They're huge online. Big Justice, Big AJ, and the Rizzler.
We should have a Rizzler look-alike contest. Yeah.
But this
But
audience had no idea who the
we
Costco
started
guys
talking
were.
to them about thirst traps. No one had anything to say. And then to make matters worse, finally someone goes, "You can take a thirst trap at Comic-Con."
I don't know what that means. Oh, right, sure. Doesn't really make sense.
You had a great night from what I understand.
Show wise?
Yeah.
Well, I like to ask people when they look at me, what do they think? Because I'm expecting, sexy forehead as a suggestion.
Yeah, I believe you and I did a set once. Didn't someone say nerd or programmer, or maybe they gave that to me?
It was a nerd, or maybe it was programmer. It was one of
Yeah, I
those.
also got
I've
scoliosis.
got in that. I've got in camp counselor, which I
Did
was
you
a
get
camp counselor.
grimace once?
Grimace, sure, yeah. And
The overweight character
yeah, I've been getting a
from the
lot of,
McDonald's
been fat
universe.
shamed a lot, even though I'm in pretty good shape these days. Um, but
How
I
how
got
else could
marshmallow.
Grimace hold on? How else could Grimace look? All he gets to eat is hamburgers and chicken nuggets and French fries. This guy's not getting any veggies.
Well, hamburgers is a lot of protein. If Grimace hit the gym, and I think he could
Imagine that
be,
ripped
I
Grimace.
think he can get some of that lower body weight on top.
Yeah, he's pear shaped.
Yeah, he's a bit pear shaped, but all body types are fine with me. Um, but yeah, I got marshmallow this time, and then I did a set with Dale and Vance. We're going to Tokyo.
Vance, a friend of the show.
Friends of the show.
Well, and that's it.
That's it. And yeah, it was fine. Wasn't too bad. I think the audience, despite
I'm
their
a big fan of
timidness,
Vance.
they
I'm a
literally
big
did.
fan.
Yeah, I like Vance too. He's a good guy. Funny, hell of a funny guy. Hell of a great improviser.
Best candle smell.
For me,
Lilac is good.
you went
And
Christmas tree already. I feel like that's a really good one.
you can have, I think, any of the spring scents. Fall is often bad because it's pumpkin, apple, vanilla, and I think candles that smell sweet. It doesn't work. I think you need something that smells fresh, like a linen scented candle is great.
That'd be good. What about?
Burning, like burning wood.
I was thinking there. I saw a whiskey barrel candle.
Sure.
That
Some of
really
those
piqued my
tobacco
interest.
ones smell good. Yeah. Coming
Tobacco,
in from the
yeah.
chat. Brodog 1991, who I've met. I've met this person.
Yeah.
I swore to them I wouldn't reveal whom they are.
Okay.
A big fan.
Okay.
As in I am a big fan.
Yeah.
Lavender,
Yeah.
it's another great one, courtesy of Brodog
I
1991.
feel like lavender could get too strong, but maybe that's.
But see, there's different brands. Like if you go to the Dollarama and get theirs,
Yeah.
you smell it, you think, oh, this is great. But then the burn doesn't smell.
Right.
I have my brand that I like, which anyone can get readily. They're all over Winners and Marshalls. It's DW Home.
I've seen those before.
And the Airwick ones are very nice. If
And
you want more fresh scents, like flowers and things like that.
have you ever gotten one of those from the Yankee Candle store?
No, I would, but I suspect they might smell too sweet.
You think so? Interesting.
Mhm.
There's an entire store for candles.
Well, maybe we go next time you and I take a trip to the
Maybe
States.
we do a little Yankee Candle road trip.
I Dave, I think that you and I should pick one day where we drive in upstate New York, we eat at Cracker Barrel for lunch, another restaurant for dinner, do some shopping.
That,
Boom!
that's just one boom, James. I think I give that three booms.
Well,
Boom,
I'll give it the remaining
boom,
booms
boom.
when we do it.
Okay, saving the booms for later.
Oh yeah. I'm banking my booms.
Yeah, get
Sounds
interest
like a
on
Black
the.
Eyed Peas song, right? Banking my booms. It's this covert song about like different girls that you could give the boom to.
Yeah, they have to do the radio edit.
Let me you ever bank any booms, Dave? I have just coined a phrase. Banking a boom, which means yeah, I could make it with her tonight, but I'm putting it in the bank for later.
Trying to think if I banked
What?
any
Hold on.
booms.
What are you talking about? Banking it? Yeah, I'm banking my boom.
I'm here to deposit this boom.
Oh yeah, that's you go boom 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 on the door. And she's like, I wasn't expecting you. And you're like, yeah, I'd like to make a deposit. Or no, wait,
A withdrawal.
I'd like to make a withdrawal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd like to withdraw myself out of my drawer.
And then you
Oh, this
immediately
okay. Look, okay. This Brodog
We're
1981
through.
wins my kiss of the night. They write, "quote It'll grow with interest."
Yes.
That's why you got to bank that boom.
Gotta bank the boom.
You got to bank that boom. Oh, now I know why
Interest
I thought
rates are
Black Eyed
up.
Peas because it's just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's Black Eyed Peas.
You ever bank that boom?
I don't think I've ever banked a boom. I
Dude,
spend
I've
my
never.
booms as soon as I get them.
Oh man. Yeah, you're frivolous.
Yeah, I need to start being more cautious with my booms. I guess.
Yeah, you got to go to the RBC so
I
they can
need to be
help
more
you.
responsible and
Yeah.
take a boom management
Hey, you're
class.
richer than you think.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine every time, hold on, every time you had sex, you could claim Cineplex points.
Get my card stamped.
Yeah. You
The card is full.
Nice. I can go see Magnolia again.
Oh, like they're actual cinema points.
Yeah, there's Cineplex points for having sex. Yeah.
Sir, your card smells awful.
Yeah, well, I was swiping it something fierce. That's why you should be banking those booms.
It's true. I get
This is
Cineplex points.
once a show happens past 10, it's not a family
Yeah,
show
this
anymore.
isn't a fan. This isn't for put the kids to bed. Put
Yeah, put
the
the
put the
kids to
ladies to
bed,
bed, okay?
which is precisely why this show starts late now.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I get Cineplex points just by going to IGA now. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't expand the program? They need to expand the
I've
program.
look, I've never banked a boom.
You never banked a boom? No, it's hard because you want to spend the boom when you get it. Or so I've
Man,
heard.
man, I ain't booming anything. Let's move on to the next one.
Sure.
This is an interesting one. How would you spend your time in prison?
Okay.
For sure, you'd have to bank those booms,
Sure. Yeah.
those
You gotta wait for
congees.
the kanjis. How would I spend my time? I feel like prison's a great time to get ripped.
I think I would take one of those classes if they offered it.
Like what kind?
Maybe like something about learning a language, or maybe they have like I imagine it's classes that you can then turn into work when you leave or something like that. So I bet you there's like I don't know, data classes.
Data classes?
Yeah.
Data for prisoners.
Yeah, when you got to learn how to be a dada when you leave prison.
Yeah, well, you think you ever go to that prison library checking out one of those Nick Cage movies and watching
I
it?
I would do a lot of reading in prison for
Yeah.
sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you
You'd
gotta
get
read.
ripped.
You gotta. I get ripped. Yeah.
Someone would beat the hell out of me in prison because I'd get too comfortable. I make too many wisecracks, and then like the Aryan Nation would beat me up in the prison yard.
Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have their version of the Costco guys in
Yeah.
there.
Are you sure you don't want to bank that?
Coming in the chat, high score run writes, quote, would you still do improv with prison mates? Dude, could you imagine a show where it's like, folks, tonight you're going to see something you've never seen?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Johnny Cash, the original, was originally booked.
Oh, the
with an
original
improviser.
Johnny Cash.
The original Johnny Cash was an improviser.
And not to be
And he-
confused with Joaquin Phoenix, who played him in a movie.
Yeah, and he went down to Folsom Prison
Yeah.
and did improv.
If I got 3 recently released convicts, tonight you're going to see something you've never seen. Joining me on stage, 3 convicts,
Yeah.
and we're going to do improv.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Now,
I'd watch them stab you.
I was eating lunch yesterday with friends of the show, the aforementioned Marlena
Congrats.
Moore, Jason Grimmer. And years ago, I used to promote this show called The Blender, which paired, you're a veteran of the show, it paired improvisers with performers who are not improvisers. And I thought, what if we did The Blender, where it's improvisers doing improv with exotic dancers?
I mean,
I've got the hookups these days.
it's true. You are. How are the people at
Cafe
Cafe
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra? Yeah.
It's been a while. I haven't been in a while.
Oh man, they must miss you.
Yeah, I think they're probably
Dun, dun,
asking
dun,
around town.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, where's the guy that shows up and he doesn't pay for nothing? Whoa, easy, Enrico.
He banked 5 booms last time.
I'm banking booms at Cleopatra?
Yeah.
Wow, you're painting me out to be a stud. I want you to not acknowledge your family so you can appear to be attainable. And you're over here saying I'm banking boobs at the
Boobs.
at the Sorry, I
Wow, this really is a late night show.
yeah, put the kids to bed. All right. Yeah, that's enough of the prison question. We did what we needed to do on that one. Favorite conspiracy theories? I like JFK.
The Trump's releasing the files.
Yeah, I love the video of him. He's like, people have been waiting many years for this. Guy was killed in 1963.
63.
And then he catches himself many decades.
Yeah, yeah.
He does his insane autograph that's just a bunch of triangles up and down.
What's your conspiracy for it? That it was a second shooter from the grassy knoll, or
Second shooter, inside job. There's a
yeah,
lot of compelling evidence. Like, I think that, the 9/11 one is interesting. I've watched Loose Change.
yeah. Of course you have.
The ones that I don't really care about are aliens like Area 51 or like the Reptilian Nation. It's like, look, I'm not going to watch these sci-fi movies. I'm certainly not going to indulge this idea that Oprah's a lizard lady.
Get with the program, James.
Yeah.
Um, Trying to think if I have a good one. I mean, I feel like sometimes the conspiracies they get too much, like too big to actually be enjoyable at a certain point. Like,
Yeah.
you like them when they're small, and like it's like okay. I mean, flat Earth is pretty good. Like flat Earth is
It's too sciency for me.
it's so sciencey that these guys have literally filmed themselves proving the Earth to be round, and blowing their own minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I enjoy. I enjoy them like doing actual research, figuring out that their research proves
See,
the Earth
this
is
is where
round.
you're losing me is research.
Yeah, research is cool, James.
I'm going to tell you one that I don't even understand that I've heard about for ages, this concept of the New World Order. And I'm not talking about the wrestling faction
You're thinking
also
of the Nation
featuring.
of Domination.
Oh, yeah, the Nation of Domination. Yeah.
So what's the New World Order?
I don't know. I think it's like it's this conspiratorial concept that there are these like world elites or something that
Is that like they think it's like the world WEF or whatever? Like Trudeau's part of it, and
I don't know. Or that like what like there's something like the Bilderberg
like
group or something.
Klaus Schwab or whatever
I'm
the
getting
guy's
I'm
name
getting
is.
nervous talking about
Yeah,
it,
yeah. You're putting yourself on people's radar right now.
Yeah, I am.
You're
Yeah.
putting a red dot right on your forehead.
Okay, well we better move away from this one.
Yeah, it's
Dave,
getting
this
dangerous.
one this one's a little salacious.
Okay, this is a question.
Yep. What actor or actors incited your sexual awakening? Now, I don't think I have one.
Hmm.
I didn't watch movies.
You don't watch movies. That's true. I'm trying to think of. Well, what's her name in? It's not like it got me really going, but I remember having a crush on Tank Girl. What's her name? She was also in the Patrick Swayze surfing movie with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Point Break.
Point Break.
Yeah, she's also in A League of Their Own.
You, you,
One of my all-time favorite movies.
you like that movie?
I
Interesting.
love A League of Their
Rosie
Own.
O'Donnell,
What's
Madonna, great movie, great movie. I should watch that with my daughter
Gina
actually.
Davis? My God, Tom Hanks?
Yeah, Gina Davis also in A Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson. She plays a an assassin who gets knocked out and then has a normal life until she's sort of reactivated into her role.
Okay.
That was cool. I was like, yeah, I like Gina Davis a lot when I was a
Man,
kid.
you were horned up.
I don't know if I was
You're
horned
chewing
up.
on a pen over there. You're
Yeah.
snarling.
Look, I've been this boom's been gaining interest in the bank for a long time. When I
Wow.
withdraw it,
Okay. Yes. Okay. So yeah, yours has just been collecting dust.
yeah. Oh, Lori Petty is who I'm thinking of coming in from the
Oh
chat.
yeah, the sister of Tom.
Yeah, yeah. The inventor of the coat,
Oh yeah, Tom Petty invented the coat.
the petticoat.
I think it was the coat. That's my favorite conspiracy.
Yeah, the coat.
I want to segue into this one with time remaining. If you could go on a date with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? My immediate thought was, oh, a celebrity. And then I thought, they don't have to be.
Would they still be dead on the date?
Yeah, they have to be dead. No, it could be alive or dead. And then I started thinking, for people, what this might open up wounds for people. Could you imagine? It doesn't even necessarily need to be a bad thing. If you could go back and enjoy a time you spent with someone that you previously dated that you had a lot of cherished memories with, like, oh, if I could just go back once.
Uh, I've never thought of that once, to be
Well, I
honest.
didn't I didn't think about it either until this because I was like, oh, alive or dead, it's a celebrity. Then I thought, well, it doesn't have to be a celebrity.
It's
And
true.
then I was like, well, you're probably not going to go on dates with people that you previously dated. And then I thought a world where it's like just one more time.
Would you
Can I?
do
I'd
it?
love. I don't think I would trust myself not to. How about that?
Oh, like you think you'd fall victim to the
I think I'd.
opportunity?
If it was like if you could go into some like I don't know, like like you know that movie Eternal what's it called? Eternal.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, like what is it? It's like a machine that evaporates the memories of someone.
Yeah, basically, Jim Carrey, I think, removes the memories of dating. What's her name from Titanic? Kate Winslet,
Yeah.
and he's then trying, in his own mind, trying to, you know, keep those memories alive because he regrets the decision that he made.
Yeah, so it's a machine like that where you're like it's like I want to go back to this one. I want to enjoy that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I guess I've been in a relationship a long time. I feel like I wouldn't be even
But
tempted
what
to.
about this? Could
Yeah.
you imagine going back in time
Hmm.
with the person that you're with? Like, oh, I'd love to revisit that first date when those very
That'd
tingly
be
feelings,
interesting. That'd be very interesting,
right?
actually,
This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like when you're with someone for a long time, it's not that
Things
you've
that
grown
things of
tired of them, but things have changed. You're more used to each other. The
well,
excitement isn't the same.
comfort exists. It's no
Comfort, yeah.
different than living with your family.
I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be pretty cool.
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying here? Not that crazy.
yeah. I'd go on a date with my wife when we met.
You're telling me like not even from a curiosity standpoint, you wouldn't go back and go on a date with a previous girlfriend, like just to see what that would be
I
like?
don't think so. It's not
You've got
really.
the machine. You've got the machine.
Yeah, but it just doesn't interest me. Like I don't. It's not. I
No,
never.
but that's what I'm saying. There's no curiosity.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't be like, yeah, it's not that I want to relive it for sentimental reasons. It's oh, I want to see what that was like. We all pursue interesting curiosities at times when they're not even good for us.
I think I'd prefer if my curiosity would be doing it, going on a date with somebody who I never like,
Wow.
an
This guy's
interesting
such a
person.
nice guy that he picked his own wife. Okay, what's the non-wife answer? Who are you going on a date with?
uh, Pamela Anderson on that boat.
Oh man,
Yeah,
somebody chain you to a fence. You're snarling.
yeah.
My non-celebrity answer or my non-real person answer was Linda Cardellini.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, what's it called?
Freaks and
Freaks and
Geeks.
Geeks. That was childhood forming or adolescent forming.
I watched it as an adult, but
Yeah,
Linda Cardellini popped in all these other things that I had seen over the years. She was on ER, which
yeah,
I
a lot of
used to
hospital
watch.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I was hosting a show a couple weeks ago. I was talking to an audience member as I do. I interrupted myself to tell her, "Has anyone told you you look just like Linda Cardellini?"
Well, you must have been getting ready to give that boom.
Banked it,
Banked it.
but I'm saving it for the real Linda Cardellini.
I never really watched ER. Oh yeah, I never really watched ER, but I did see a clip recently of George Clooney when he was on that show,
Oh yeah.
and hey, he was pretty handsome.
Yeah, when he had the Caesar hair. Dude, he used to be on Roseanne.
You're right. Yeah. Now I watch like The Connors, and it's a little bit weird.
Well, yeah, sitcoms are very passe.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I think we got time for one more. Let's pick a good one. Okay, let's end with this one. Rank the burger franchises.
Okay, well, which
I,
ones?
okay, so I'm gonna give the bounds here. I'm gonna do the let's say the big. I think I've counted correctly. The big five. We've got Wendy's, Harvey's, Burger King, McDonald's, and A&W. I want you to go from five. Go whichever order you want. We're
Okay.
gonna have different order here.
Wendy's, Harvey's, Burger King,
A&W,
A&W,
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Knowing that, the rankings that you have now could change with one great meal. I'm just going to say it's very hard for McDonald's to not be my number one.
I'm gonna put. I feel like my peak A&W has been the best out of those, but
I
on
think we're
average,
playing a dangerous game here because you're saying when it's good, it's one.
yeah,
Like think about it this way. If someone's telling you you got to eviscerate four of them and never exist, which is the one you're most comfortable putting at one?
most
And
comfortable, then I'd put McDonald's, I guess.
it's weird because McDonald's is often a letdown.
I don't even consider McDonald's a hamburger.
No, but none of them are. They are to hamburgers what Domino's is to pizza. They are. No one's like, I'm really in the mood for a burger. Let's go to McDonald's.
If we're counting the last like, this is a tough. This is the hardest question we've gotten by far. It's the hardest question we've gotten. Just gonna go for it. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna be controversial here. I'm gonna go A&W. I'm gonna go Wendy's. I'm gonna go McDonald's. I'm gonna go Harvey's, and then I'm gonna go Burger King.
Okay, I want to go to the chat right now. Brodog 1991 writes Burger King 1, Wendy's 2, only because BK chicken is elite.
That's
Now,
not a burger.
I was in a Burger King commercial. So were you. You were eating the chicken tenders.
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely going back. That's my
Wonder if
that was
we
my
I wonder
catchphrase.
if we can get a hold of your commercial because I have mine.
I think I could maybe find it somewhere. I
We're
need
gonna
to.
get it for next week. I know how we're gonna get it. Okay. So you're saying, please correct me if I'm wrong, A&W, Wendy's,
Yeah,
McDonald's,
yeah,
Harvey's, Burger King?
yeah.
I'm gonna go McDonald's number one. You want to talk about controversy? I'm slipping Burger King in. Wendy's when it's good, it's good.
When it's good, your family.
Okay, I'm gonna go McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, A&W, and Harvey's. I would like for you to explain your order.
Okay.
Number one, McDonald's. Why?
Mine wasn't number one. Wasn't McDonald's.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me. A&W. Why?
A&W. I feel like the beef can be very fresh. I feel like they use bacon that is actually crispy if you have bacon on it, like the teen burger.
Yeah, A&W bacon is good.
And I feel like the grease profile is right. It tastes like an actual hamburger, whereas some of the other ones don't.
But
And
based on that metric, I'm surprised that you didn't slot Wendy's in number one over that because I think a lot of what you're saying is very much applicable to Wendy's, and I think Wendy's tastes fresher than A&W.
I don't like the Wendy's bun as much. I find
The
that
Wendy's bun is what makes it very difficult.
I like the A&W bun. I think as a overall burger, in terms of like ratios and everything, I think A&W does it better. Even though
I want to
Wendy's
hit
can
you with
be.
something here.
Mhm.
I think that A&W is constantly the coldest fast food burger.
That's interesting. My
It's
peak.
it's never even kind of warm. It's always just room temperature with the cold veg.
Interesting. My peak A&W years were like pre-COVID, so I might
Oh
be out
yeah.
of date in terms of their serving temperature.
Okay, number 2, you're going Wendy's.
Yeah.
Why?
Uh, I find the meat quality is better than McDonald's. I find the
There's no doubt.
I find the toppings are fresher than McDonald's. And if you get a double Dave, it's like a nice consistency because the two
I'll tell you
patties
what. Yeah.
counteract the thick bread.
Well, I think the one thing they do that takes it over the top is they wrap their burgers in a foil-based wrapping,
That's true.
and everything gets juicy and melty on the inside.
James, I gotta say, this is the most serious this show's ever been.
Well, sometimes serious topics require serious attention.
I agree. I wouldn't want to make jokes at a time like this.
The problem is the bun isn't good. It's a brioche bun, which I think is not the way to go with a
There's
burger.
too much volume.
It's voluminous, it's sweet, it's like shiny, it's like too slick. It's often greasy on its own. I just don't think it's a burger bun.
I agree with your sentiment. It doesn't bother me quite as much as it bothers you.
The other things offset it very well. I will say. Okay, your number three is McDonald's. Go.
Yeah. McDonald's, just like classic fast food. It's not terrible. I like the McDouble. That's probably my favorite McDonald's burger in terms of just like the textures, and I like the pickles in there. The pickle ratio in there is the best.
Look, this is the just the most operative word. When McDonald's hits, there's nothing like it.
It's true. Yeah, I agree. I don't consider it a hamburger. I consider it McDonald's.
Of course, no one's denying, but it's still a burger franchise. And I think, look, if we want to get really technical here, their breakfast is second to none.
If we're talking breakfast, that's a whole other thing.
Okay,
I don't want
I'm
to get.
just saying.
We're on burgers.
I'm just saying because
I
look,
agree. I agree.
and their fry is above and beyond the others.
Well, the go to breakfast at McDonald's is. I think we could even say this at the same time. But
Well, let's go word for word.
Okay.
The sausage,
egg,
egg,
McMuffin.
Now, I'll tell you what I love to do on Christmas.
Boom.
Yeah, bank it. And I didn't do it this year because I got sick. Every year, sausage, egg, McMuffin trio with the hash brown, the coffee, and then I say, and I want 3 pancakes. I love their pancakes.
I eat a lot of McDonald's leftovers because my kids will order and then take one bite and throw it on the floor of the car.
Look, let's also not disregard the chicken McNuggets, which are disgusting.
They're gross, but they're good.
I had McDonald's for dinner tonight. I had a Big Mac trio, or excuse me, a quarter pounder trio. I get home, I microwave it a little bit to get that cheese melty.
Microwave it.
Microwave. Then with 6 nuggets on the side.
Wow, that's a you're a hell of a man.
Let's go to your number 4, which is Harvey's.
Harvey's is fine. I like that you can have it your way.
The burger itself, the patty is weird.
It's very much
it's
a
like
frozen
a Swanson's Salisbury steak.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. I like their pickles there that they put on the burger.
The pickles, I don't know what the F they're doing.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
They're great.
The Harvey's toppings are awesome.
Yeah.
It's the burger that I'm like,
Burger's mid, toppings are great. That's why it's number 4.
Now, you've gone with Burger King number 5, which I think many Canadians would go with. Mm-hmm. I want you to walk me through why.
Well, I don't like Burger King. I mean, I don't tell that to my agent.
Yeah.
But on average, I don't eat Burger King that much. In fact, I haven't had a Burger King burger in like, I don't know, I'm going to say 7 years maybe.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe I just need to try it again. But from my recollection, it's the worst of the beef. It's very cardboardy.
I'm going to tell you now. First, we're going to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're going to go. And I think you're going to think, oh, that wasn't that bad.
It could be.
It's better than I remember.
But
and the way that you like the McDouble, the junior cheeseburgers there, that might be my guilty pleasure food. Like when I get done work at night, late at night, I have a Burger King attack, something fierce. And I'm also going to go as far to say they have the best fast food franchise poutine out there.
Really?
The gravy is awesome.
Really? Interesting.
And the burger is just a burger, pickle, ketchup, mustard. The bun, and it's kind of squished.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about their buns either.
I do not like the Whopper. I don't like the Whopper.
Because that's what I eat. I would have the Whopper.
Now, the tricky thing is, we got our bro Dog 91 talking the chicken burgers. If we're talking that, I think A&W is number 1. That chubby chicken is incredible.
Yeah, A&W chicken burgers are pretty good because they keep them crispy.
I wish there was some. There is no wishing. There's a way where we get a burger from each place and we eat it live on the show.
We could do it. Maybe a blind taste test.
We'd have to send somebody out to like Cote d'Ivoire so they can hit the Harvey's, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and Harvey's. There's there's one of each all there.
Yeah, I can do a to carry sprint.
But the food, how do you keep the food hot?
You got to get a hot bag.
Then again, the burgers aren't that hot to begin with. I think if you put it in the microwave for 10 seconds,
Microwave.
it'd be even hotter than when you usually get it.
It's possible. It's possible.
Wow. Yeah, this ended on a really serious note.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry,
Well,
guys. Next week we'll get back to our sort of happy-go-lucky shows.
Well, we're also proud to announce that starting next week, you can bank your booms, and every time you cash in a boom, which is code for have sex with someone, you get Cineplex Odeon points.
Yeah, yeah. And you can go
Which
see
can be cashed
Timothy
in for
Chalamet.
movies. Go see Timothy Chalamet. You get popcorn.
Yeah,
Hey, before we went on the air, I said we're going to finish at 11. It's 11:22.
yeah. We went over. That's all right. We're having a good time, I think.
Now, coming into the chat, high score run rates, stream at every restaurant. Now, we could go to all the restaurants and film it and then air the footage.
Yeah, we could do that. But I feel like you almost need them back to back. But we'll discuss the parameters of this challenge over the next little bit.
I think the parameters would need to be we have to get the junior burger at each place.
Why
because
junior?
if we were to eat back to back to back to back to back burgers, it would be disgusting. You couldn't do it.
Though. I feel like you need to eat their titular burger.
We're gonna waste food. Oh, 2 bites of a Big Mac. What are you, Dave Portnoy?
Yeah, take 2 bites and you put the rest in the fridge. Freeze it for
Oh,
later.
so we have all these like quarter-eaten burgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what the hallmarks would be: the Dave burger at Wendy's, the Big Mac at McDonald's,
You could do the
the
quarter pounder.
the Whopper. Okay, the Whopper at Burger King. I guess the original at Wendy's or the Angus burger, because I think their main burger is called the original.
It's not the Dave?
No, that's Wendy's.
Oh, what'd you say?
Harvey's, excuse me.
Harvey's.
And then A&W, I'm just going to assume is the teen burger.
Teen burger, yeah, teen burger.
The Mama Burger's nice. They used to have those. They used to have 2 for $5 deals.
Yeah, those were good. Those were good. They also, yeah, A&W used to. I don't know about now, but they used to have the greatest coupons ever.
Oh hell yeah! Now I don't think they have any.
Yeah, you go online and you get like a whole bunch of free stuff.
You know, Harvey's used to have a good hot dog too.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, Dave, look, I think we've done it. We'll be back next week, won't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Si le Dieu veut.
Hopefully a little bit earlier.
No, si le Dieu veut.
Yeah, if
God allows it.
yeah.
Well,
Right.
final thoughts, Dave?
Hell of a show, James.
Yeah. Again, this is why guests are currently banned.
And please, if you're out there, check out the Royal Rumble this weekend. Because we might be talking about it on Monday.
Wow, yeah, we're going to do a full Royal Rumble recap show.
A triple R.
No one would enjoy that.
Triple R.
All right, on that note, that's Dave. I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.